All right, it's Joe Freshgoods, Chicago West Side's finest entrepreneur, artist, fashion designer. I do it all. As of recently, I dropped some shoes with New Balance. I do a lot of big collabs with New Era and the White Sox.
My name is Kai Lee. I am the provost at the University of Chicago.
Hi, my name is Morgan Elise Johnson, and I am a co-founder of the Triibe.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Walden. I'm a co-founder and editor-in-chief of the Triibe.
My name is Roberto Requejo, and I am the program director of Elevate Chicago. We are a coalition of organizations advancing equitable, transit-oriented development across the city.
It's been a few times I stood up for power, and when it comes to Chicago, I always want to make sure I put my city first. I'm a collaborator. I'm all about Chicago. Everything that I do. If it's McDonald's, I work with Nike, Adidas, New Balance, New Era. I keep things grounded at Chicago. Like I said, I'm from the west side of Chicago, so a lot of things how I've grown up. A lot of things that I did, I put it in my work.
Elevate Chicago and 100 other organizations in the community had to, stand up to power to make sure that we stop gentrification and displacement in Logan Square.
When we founded the Triibe, it really was about taking ownership of Black Chicago's narrative. By far, the dominant narrative was that it's like so-called Black on Black crime. We know that's not who we are. We know that's not the depth of our story.
I look at power as certain entrenched expectations, be it cultural, familial, or career-wise, that is placed upon you. And so I think growing up in Hong Kong and being a woman, working in the area of STEM is not something that you are trained to think about.
A lot of people are interested in the epic stories and the big moments when our coalition stands up to power, but the reality is that it is everyday stories that make the difference.
A lot of times when I have these big global releases, I always want to make sure that Chicago has, the first option to buy my products before it goes out to the world. So if it comes to pop-up shops or just items, I always, like I said, always come back to Chicago. I make big brands come to me. I get them to open up stores here.
One of the times that we really stood up for power was in our coverage of the house party that happened in Galewood right at the start of the coronavirus pandemic. We had seen a lot of coverage blaming these Black youth for going to a house party in the middle of a pandemic. But the thing that we hadn't really heard in that story was those people's voices. We didn't know why they went to the party. We didn't know what they felt about the pandemic or what information they even had about the pandemic.
I think one has to be true to oneself and to really go and seek out for opportunities to challenge oneself and not to be scared of stepping into the unknown. I mean, sometimes it's scary by taking that leap of faith into things that you are not sure of the outcome, but you're passionate about. And I think I would say just go for it and trust what you believe in and what your guts tell you that you should be doing.
I'm the type of person, I'm going to say what I have to say. So, I mean, we have this amazing tool that is social media, right? There were times where we saw other publications, local publications, even national publications, reporting things in ways that we found to be irresponsible or not fully representative of the Black experience. And in those moments, a lot of times we'll take an article, scream on social media and just say, we don't like this. We don't like this at all. This does not represent us. Just saying that to the media community, the media landscape of Chicago, that we are going to hold you accountable. And we hope that you hold us accountable in the same way.
Our power is our diversity. We are all very different from each other, and we're going to contribute a lot of diverse perspectives. But we're only going to do that if we acknowledge that this is hard and if we set up some rules in place and find what we all have in common too.
Why we are doing what we're doing, because that is very important. That is the fuel at the end of the day to push you forward to go that final step. Because if it is driven from the inside, that you really have a passion for it, you really feel that it is important, you really understand why you're doing it and why you are there for it, success would be sort of in the horizon.
You know, I want people to know that it's possible to be working with these billion-dollar corporations, being from the west side of Chicago, you know, so it's always important for me to tell these stories that people can relate to, make big people that are part of these big brands come bring them to Chicago, make sure they can see the whole city. It's very important to just make sure my city always get the limelight.